Our next regex 1 lesson is to exclude specific characters. Basically, we need to exclude the last input, bog, whereas we include the first two. So again, the difference is it's very similar to the previous lesson. The difference is only in the first character of these three inputs. Therefore, we can create this very simple character class to exclude using the up arrow character B here, and then OG is the rest of the challenge, and we have a good match. And an alternative solution to this challenge would be to create a character class to include characters H and D, which now, instead of using characters to exclude, now we include those that we would like to have included on our list. Before we address the challenge in this lesson 5, let's just note what is the difference between the inputs that we should include and the inputs that we should skip. So the observation goes that we have 3 characters in every single instance, both match and skip. Clearly, the first 3 characters here are uppercase, and below we have the lowercase. So we can specify our first part of regular expression pattern and say A through Z. So A through Z uppercase specifies the character range to form a character class. You can see instantly as soon as I type this in, our uppercase characters now highlighted, meaning that they're a good match. The rest, I guess, we can use just character ranges lowercase a through Z twice to complete the match, and now it looks like we have a solution. In this lesson, as we look at our inputs, obviously the difference is right in the middle of the word with the variable number of repetitions of the letter Z. There are 3 possible grep operators that we may try. So here, here, and here. First is called Kleene star, which says that the character may be repeated multiple times. So if I simply take the shorter match, like this match, the shortest one, just copy and paste it here, and add an extra Z with Kleene star, and this solution works because we have the first part of the input up to here with 3 Z's matching our direct pattern, and then we specify that we can have optional additional Z inputs, and then of course we match the rest of the expected input. And the asterisk is not what you would normally use describing regular expression pattern using correct mathematical terms. Stephen Kleene was an American mathematician who contributed to recursion theory in computer science. Kleene star is one of the mathematical concepts named after him, and he actually is an inventor of regular expressions. Another solution to this challenge could be made with this Kleene plus, the second operator that we can use to describe multiple occurrences in regular expression patterns. So let's remove the star and extra Z, which instantly gives us match for the second input. But if we just add the plus sign, Kleene plus, we specify that the first part of the input like this, of course, matches the direct characters that we specified already, and then we have the subsequent Z, and then optionally it may repeat itself as many times as you'd like. However, it has to occur at least once. So that's the meaning of plus versus star. The difference between Kleene plus and star operators is that the meaning of the plus is 1 or more, requiring at least one occurrence of the input to be present, and the star meaning is 0 or more, rendering the occurrence of a symbol optional. Another very important note is that both Kleene star and Kleene plus apply to a single preceding character and not the whole word. Like, it does not apply to this combination. Instead, it's applying only to the preceding character. If you want the whole word to include in your repetition, you have to parenthesize it, just like this. Of course, this does not work here in our lesson, so we can change it back to the way it was. Finally, we can make an observation that there is something common between all three of these, basically the number of Z letters in these inputs. So therefore, we can just specify explicitly that we would like to have at least 3, and from 3 to 5 would be an acceptable range of repetitions of character Z. So this can be done directly by using the range of occurrences. So here we can leave just one Z, use the curly braces like this, and specify that our range is 3 to 5. So it's using 3, 5 syntax, and the range operator is also applying to only one preceding character. If you want multiple characters, then you have to parenthesize. Of course, in our example, we don't need to parenthesize because that's not what we want here. We want the simple version like this.